Nemo, since we're hitting into a little slalom block, I figured we'd go back and look at some of Bromley's Stubbie slalom. This is the second run. You did a great job. I think you were ninth in this run, maybe eighth overall, top 10. It was awesome. Big improvement over last year, where I think most of your finishes were in the 20s. So great job. But of course, there's always some things to work on and continue to try to improve. I put you up here against Van Arsdale for some visual, and he did beat you by like 3 seconds a run. So let's try to figure out how we can close that gap on him. You're both coming out of the start here. 1, 2, both push 3 times. Got to the gate. Well, he could be just a hair ahead of you. I think just his start, you can see him skating more. You're very narrow skating. So I think he got to the first gate a little bit in front of you. And he's going to get to the second gate, a ski length in front of you. So more aggressive start. Both, looking good in here. Ankle flexion, rolling them up, level shoulders, all good. Second gate, he's obviously got that lead again, so we're going to move you forward. All right, so both looking good there, right? Very similar, but there's one big difference already. He pole planted. We talked last week in how we have to shin and plant. In tall poles, we're gonna block the pole and plant. Stubbies, it's the same thing. We got to be shinning and planting. He's got a forward pole plant. Helps him get to the front of the boot, move forward, that whole transition, right? And you got no pole plant right there. So, we got to pole plant and slalom. The end of the turn, shin and plant. Like I said, it starts our transition, helps us get recentered, rebalanced, moves to the new ski. Need it very much so. You can already see he's going into shin there, and you can see that hand is planting. Now you're going to plant here, but it's just really late. It's, he comes in, shins right now, and plants. Done. You're going to hang, and plant so late. All right? So you were hanging on that downhill ski. We got to get off the ski. We got to plant right away. Shin and plant. Going to have to speed you up here. There's his plant. It's hard to see because his body is blocking it. But there's the end plant already. And I don't really consider that. It looked like you dragged it for a second behind you. That's not really a plant. Need a plant. You can see him already planting. You got one there. That's good. That's better. I'll take that. Gonna have to. He came out of here, exiting, strong exit, with direction coming out, tight to the gates, and there's his plant. You're gonna come out a little wider, and no pole plant. So it's hard to say, but again, the pole plant helps us, like I said, get recentered, rebalanced, move forward, get the new ski. He plants, and he moves forward. Now his hips are over his boots at the top of the turn, right? You, without a plant coming through, just never got forward. On your heels, you're on your heels to this whole turn, right? In the back seat, and had to chuck him sideways right there and dumped a whole bunch of speed. Looks like you've got a little the divergence, so we'll see some more of that, but you're really starting to turn on the inside ski here. Good looking turn there, basically. Nice job. Now, he does a great job of retraction, flexing of the legs in the transition. He doesn't pop up tall. The level of his head stays the same. You're going to come through here and stand up real tall. We can't do that in slalom, or GS for that matter too. What happens here? You're light. We want to be. He's right now intersecting rise line and going to pressure his skis there and arc a turn. And you're going to stand up tall, so your skis are really light, and you're going to skid them, redirect them, and you can see all that spray and just dumping speed. There was really no spray, or very little spray in his. Good looking turn by you there. Combinations, the exit is what's most important. He came in here, this hairpin, brought a little shape in and shape out, clipping them off, shinning them off, and coming out strong. And you're just going to be just a hair, a hair low because you didn't, not tight to them there. So just a hair low. So strong exits. We've got to be, in tall pole, cross blocking on the exit out. And the Stubbies shinning them off. And you did have some pole plant there, but kind of way behind you. Besides needing a pole plant immediately after completion or after shinning, or it's got to be a little more forward. Let's get more forward pole plant. This is behind you. I don't think you ever really got forward here, and you're going to start that turn on the inside ski. Right, you got skis going this way and that way. Oh, he's just gonna rip this thing. Stay on the outside ski, come right around. Right? And yours is, inside ski here, you finally get to the outside ski down here, and you kind of heel push right at the bottom, a little spray. Outside ski. Okay. Decent turn there. Again, you can see that scissoring right there. Just sort of heel pushing at the end of it. He's going to roll them up. Higher edge angle than you, and just arc the whole thing. Nice looking turn there by you. Again, inside ski, right? Look at that. Ski's going that direction and that direction. All right? And again. And looks like a little bit again. So on our inside ski too much. And again there. All right. Just watch you. And there again, on the inside ski. All right, like I said though, great result, but we can make it better. We need to have a quicker and earlier pole plant right after we turn completion or shin and plant. It's got to be more forward, right? We can't be ever popping up in the transition. We have to really flex the legs or use retraction, keeping our level of our head at the same height. And we have to you know, be on the outside ski. We got to be in the transition, pole plant, move to the new ski, outside ski, and we you know, get rid of that divergence, outside ski to outside ski.